Right, so in a previous video we made this stuff, which is iron gall ink. It's made from oak apples, oak galls, these things. And we did that, went through it and talked about the various sources of tannin. Now, a few folks actually asked about acorns because, of course, some of the native peoples in the US are well known for using acorns as a food source because they're very high in tannin content. So they would leach the tannin out over a long period of time and then make an acorn flour that you could cook and eat. And I thought, well, that's an awesome idea. So I went out and got some acorns, and we're going to try and extract the tannin from them. Because if we can get the tannin from them, we can certainly make an ink. Now, I have never done this, so I've been thinking about how to do it. I did think about drying them first, maybe, but that seemed a long time. So what I'm going to do is basically blitz them up, give them a boil, and see what we get. So they're blitzed actually really quite easily. I mean, I just put them in the food processor for like a minute or so and they made this fine flour. I'm guessing actually if you wanted to bother deshelling them and take out the centre, you could blitz the centre. I obviously just did the whole acorn rather than attempting to deshell them. All I'm going to do now really is cover them with water. There's about 50 grams of them in there, and we'll give that about half a litre of water. There we go, and I'll get that on some heat. So while we're waiting for that to boil for a bit, actually, what we'll do is we'll make the iron 2 salt. Now, the iron 2 salt really is easy to make. I mean, what we've got here is some concentrated hydrochloric acid, which you can buy as brick cleaner. It's 37% hydrochloric acid. And you get a bit of steel wool and just drop it in the hydrochloric acid, and you'll form an iron 2 chloride. Now, obviously, it's concentrated acid, so basically, do what I say, not what I do. Wear gloves, wear goggles, blah blah blah, and then just let that react. I'll give you a close-up of the reaction. There it is, eating away at the iron and turning this beautiful yellow then green colour. And you keep on adding that until it actually stops reacting and you're forming iron 2 chloride. So when that's done, I've filtered it and got this lovely green liquid, and that's my iron source, that's iron 2 chloride. And after chopping up the acorns and boiling them, actually at 100 degrees, but they didn't boil, they simmered for an hour, I got this, which is kind of a tea-looking colour. It's kind of like a milky coffee, milky tea. Now, I've decanted it off, and all the chopped up stuff I've thrown away, so we've just got this liquid. Now, this liquid contains obviously quite a lot of oil and fat, so the next thing to do is to get rid of that. Okay, so if we leave that emulsion, it will just separate all by itself, and you can see the fat dropping to the bottom there, gradually clarifying this milky tea-looking stuff. But that can take quite a while. Now, emulsions are inherently unstable and need something to stabilise them, and you can destabilise them and get this separation effect to happen more rapidly. So decant off some of your tea, and then add an equal amount of an alcohol, like methanol or ethanol. I'm adding methanol. And if we leave that for about 20 minutes, we'll get the same result as this, where we'll get the fat agglomerating and settling down, leaving us a purer tannin solution at the top section here. So let's come back to this in 20 minutes. So I just wanted to give you a quick close-up of this. See how the fat is forming globules there and falling to the bottom again, clarifying the top part of it. You don't want to add an alcohol, then just give it more time and it will do the same thing, but over more time. Okay, so after leaving that for a few minutes, just decant off the top section. Now, it's still got some fats in there because that de-emulsification process works better at a 4:1 ratio. So you put 4 times the amount of alcohol in there and that will really truly de-emulsify it. But of course then you're going to have watered down the tannin solution, so you're going to have to boil it off to reconcentrate it, and of course you're boiling off methanol. So if you don't want to say, don't want to do any of that stuff, just leave it alone. Over the next few days it'll all settle out. Decant off the top section. Then we take our prepared iron salt, the stuff we made from the brick cleaner and the iron wool, and add one to the other. And you'll see it start to change colour. It starts to go greyer and greyer and greyer. Now, If it doesn't get deep enough, then this salt isn't concentrated enough, so you need to make it more concentrated. And you do that just by adding more wool to it, and it will get more and more concentrated. Or equally, use a larger amount, add the wool until it's finished, and then boil it off a bit until you get a concentrated solution. When it's concentrated, this will go a blue colour. Anyway, let's have a look at that in close-up. So there's our Acorn ink, and here's our homemade pen that we made in a previous video. Let's give it a go. Okay, so like all of these inks, it applies quite lightly and then darkens in colour as it dries to a nice blue-black. Okay, that was fun. So, and it answered the question, can you make a permanent ink out of acorns? Well, yes you can, clearly. Now, I obviously am a chemist and love my chemistry, and all the processes really get me excited, but it was perhaps a little more complicated than it needed to be. I mean, to be honest, at its simplest, all you really need to do is chop them up and stick them in some water and give it some time. All that stuff about deemulsification isn't really that important if you just want to leave it sitting around for a week or two. And this has been around for a few days, and you can see what's happening. What we've got is separation of the layers. Now, I've got all the husk down there, because remember I just chopped these up as whole acorns. If you went to the bother of removing the outer shell of the acorn, so you just had the acorn meat, you chop that up, what you'd have is kind of a floury bit here, a fatty bit here. This bit here is a mixture of the very small oil particles and the tannin in solution. So all the tannin's going in here. Now, it isn't that strong, so if you just sit it around in a load of water for a couple of weeks, you'll get a brownish solution here. This stuff you could actually eat if you deshelled it. It's just oil and fats and flour, so you could eat it. This stuff you would decant off and then boil down a little bit to concentrate it and add your iron salt to that section once you'd boiled it, and you'll get your blue-black ink. So I thought it was an exceptional suggestion actually, so thank you to those guys that suggested it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you very much for watching.